Hello everybody, I want to show you how to play a single game. So I will click play here and choose 2.5k buy-in and wait for the full room. So the point of single games is that you simply play each game for its own. If you earn something in one game, then you get that something. If you don't, you just move on to the next game. So it's a series of independent games in which um, in which you simply play. That's why they're called single games, because it's not unlike the tournament in which there's a series of games with one achievement in the end. This one is simply independent rounds in which each round has its outcome. So what you just witnessed was a huge series of special cards being thrown on the table. There were queens, which change the direction of play. There's now an ace. When you play an ace, you basically play again. Then there's a jack, which you just saw. He's a wild card, so if you play a jack, you can play it on any card on the table. There, so this is single games, because now when this game is done, I can simply press play more and start a new game with probably other people, different people than the previous game. So in Mo King, there's a series of special power cards, each with its own meaning. Two of clubs, for example, means taking 4 cards to the next player. Then there's a 7, which means that the next player takes 2 cards, but if they have a 7 themselves, they can defend, so that the next player gets 4 cards, etc. etc. The next player can take 6 cards if the second player has a 7 as well. So the queen changes the direction of play, and as you could just see, if the next player has a queen as well, they just reverse the direction again so that it remains like it was before. There's an ace, which is very nice to have, because when you play an ace, you play again immediately. However, you can't end the game with an ace, because you have to play again. So that means an ace can't be your last card. So in this case, I'm gonna raise the flag here and then throw 9. Now everybody knows that I have 1 card left. If I don't have a card to play, then I press skip or pass in the bottom right. I don't have it. So another defeat. Alright, so yeah, now I can play a jack, and I can pick spades because I have most of spades. And this means that a jack is a wild card in a sense that you can play it on any other card. You don't have to mind the suit or the number on the table. You can just place it on anything else. But the only exception is that you can't play a jack on jack, because they don't take each other, I suppose. So if, for example, somebody announces their last card and they have a jack, one way to stop them is to throw a jack at them, and they won't be able to finish the game because they can't play a jack on jack. Here I don't have a heart, but I have a 6 of spades. There, this is the 2 of clubs, which produces this sound that because it gave 4 cards to the next player. Alright, I'm gonna risk that some of these guys have a spades, but yep. Alright, that was 3 defeats in a row. I'll try one more time. In case you can't remember all these rules, there's this icon here with which you can get help. It's present during the game as well, so you can click card rules and you can read all about like power cards, what jacks do, what eights do, what sevens do, how they work. So that's one way. Also you can press mowking.com here, so you will go to the website and there's a section card rules on the website so that you can read about rules in detail. Now you notice that while I was looking in the card rules, the game didn't stop because this is a multiplayer game, so it won't wait for me. What happened instead was that the computer played instead of me, and when it does so, it always just takes one more card from the croupier and says skip, because the computer will not play instead of you. It will just practically enable other players to play. If you don't, then the default action will happen. Alright. You can leave the game at any time you want by pressing this top left icon here, but if you do so after the game had already started, then you will pay the penalty of 200 experience, and plus you will lose all the buy-in that you paid to get into the game, of course, because you won't earn anything. But yep, now before I throw this 5, I have to say last card and throw my card, and then now everybody can see a red flag next to my avatar. And it looks like I'm gonna... no. So people in this game are usually pretty silent. They want to play the game, but in case you want to express yourself, you can press this chat icon in the top right, and then you will get this, so you can type a message that everybody can see now. But people are usually pretty busy with playing their card. There. So if you want to stop this series of single games, you want to go back to the main screen. Once you're done, you say lobby, and you can pick another game to play. Usually single game is like, because it's a game of 5 players, it can take 3, 4, 5, 7, sometimes 10 minutes. So if you want to play a duel that's like 2 players, you can make a much shorter of a game. So that's it for single games. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.